So, her family hates my religion. Should we break up? What's your religion? Are you Judaism, Catholic, Christian, Egyptian? Like is that a Catholic? Is that a? Let's watch the video and find out.
Are you facing a challenging dilemma in your life right now? The Dilemma is a new Jubilee show, and we're looking for people who are seeking advice, willing to be vulnerable, and anonymously sharing their dilemmas on camera. Click on the link in the description below and share your dilemma.
Islamism, yeah, that. Okay, anyway, moving on.
I love my girlfriend, but her Christian parents hate that my family is Muslim.
Muslim.
Should I break up with her? Yes or no?
We brought together a group of strangers to help an anonymous person make one of their toughest decisions.
My girlfriend's family does not like my background. It's affected my mood, it's affected who I am, and it's affected my ability to love.
After hearing the group's advice, which choice will this person make? This is the dilemma.
The dilemma. My girlfriend's parents hate that my family is Muslim. Should I break up? Oh. Oh. Okay.
How long have you been with your girlfriend?
9 months.
Okay.
What do her parents have against Muslims?
So we live in a really tight-knit community. Our families know each other through mutual friends, but back in her family's home country, Christians are a minority population, where Muslims are the majority population, and minorities are not treated the best. So they have some prejudice because they didn't grow up in the US.
Have you had any?
So they're basically hating on them for stuff that happened in another country. Welcome to America. Nobody gonna give a fuck, really.
Backlash on your families?
I'm just kidding. They might. I don't know.
My mom is okay with me being with her, but she doesn't prefer it.
Have you tried talking to the parents?
I've tried to ask her to set something up, and she did ask, but I have not met her family because they refused to meet me. One time, I did almost get to talk to her mom. When her mom came to drop her off, I waved at her mom, but her mom just walked away.
Are there any concessions you're willing to make to stay with her?
I'm not sure because I'm Muslim and such, but I'm so young that I'm really just trying to figure myself out right now. So it kind of feels like an attack on my family and not necessarily me. Even if I became Christian, I think it's really, they just hate my whole family.
Based on the information that you guys now have, does anyone feel like they want to jump to the yes side?
Yeah, let it go, bro.
Let her. I can't let her go, bro.
If you can't even be treated with respect, you've been together almost a year and nobody's even said hi to you.
Well, here's the thing. It's her family. Her family hates that he is Muslim. It's not really her girlfriend. So at the end of the day, I don't want to tell my girl, hey babe, cut them off. Fuck them. You don't need them. You have me. I can do 10 times as much as they can do by myself. But I don't know, man.
It's not even basic decency. So I was like, oof, that doesn't really seem like
My
it
Discord
might be
go off?
worth your time to really invest in.
To what extent does her family's view of you impact your relationship from your perspective?
It definitely is something that looms over the relationship. She's a really timid person, so whenever this comes up, it really shakes her. Sometimes she cries, sometimes we just can't go out anymore. And it definitely impacts how I feel because it makes me think am I doing this for nothing? Am I gonna dig a deep pit 3 years from now and then I'm gonna try to marry her and her family's gonna say no?
Has your girlfriend expressed her priorities in terms of maintaining a long-term relationship with her family, even if it compromises her relationship with you or vice versa?
She believes that over time, our relationship may work out, like maybe even into marriage. Her family obviously is first, but she's willing to make some sacrifices. She would maybe get kicked out for a few months or something like that.
Are you
Huh.
are you in love?
I would say, yeah. She's like my first girlfriend. We kind of were friends before. I think at a certain point, it kind of clicked for me. It's just a different feeling, and it's a different type of care.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Move. We now have more on the
The
yes
more
side.
questions that were asked, the more it kind of seemed a little bit one-sided. It seemed like he was trying a little bit harder than she was. I've been on the girlfriend side a little bit in terms
Real_pancakey
of
has
not
just
wanting
cheered 6 bits. My Quandale Dingle.
to share everything. That wasn't healthy, and that was a sign for me that it was time to end things if I am not able to be fully open and fully honest and fully fight for the person that I love.
The narratives where you felt like him having to force something out of her, it feels controlling. I think that he's his first time being in love, his first time kind of being chosen, and so it makes you fight harder for that, but again, it has to be reciprocated.
I actually might disagree. It's the opposite. He's the one that's being controlled because how her family feels impacts when they can go out, if she's gonna be upset or not. And I feel like over time, that is so detrimental to his person. Like, I don't want him to feel like he has to change who he is because of how other people feel.
I actually disagree with that. I don't feel like you're being controlled. I come from an immigrant family and a lot of my friends do, and having those initial conversations, let's say even like cultural differences, religious differences, is really hard. I've definitely had a lot of tough conversations with my parents, and it's not been easy, but I've felt the fruitful end of like having them understand who I am, understand what I've experienced in this country, which could be very different from what they've experienced, and I think it's worth the effort always.
I think at the end of the day, it matters about how much family is important to you guys. I think that if family is both of your guys' #1 priority, it might not work out.
I totally agree. With your mental health, how is this affecting you? And if it is affecting you in a very big way, then that's when you have to leave. Just because you're Muslim or Christian or race or whatever, you shouldn't be judged. Oh, that's just who I am. I can't change me, you know what I mean? And that's the same for him. I don't want somebody just to change who he is.
I know some people who are in the exact same situation as you. One of my close friends, their parents' families don't get along with each other at all. And their marriage is great. They have 4 kids, and I've seen the way they interact with each other, and I know that they don't regret their marriage at all and sticking through it.
I feel like there is potential there. If you do have the opportunity sometime to meet them, that will kind of help you decide whether or not you want to stay together based off of the actual in-person experience of seeing them. Love is a very powerful thing, and you can't really just let the ideas of your parents get in the way of something that you truly feel passionate about. You can't just give up on something.
Chat, what y'all saying?
without
Should he
giving
leave
it a
him?
full chance.
Should he leave her?
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling a little bit more conflicted, but I'm feeling also like I have new insight. I think I'm 60-40 because I know that one decision can hurt me a lot and the other decision could still hurt me, but in the long run.
This is like the biggest red flag.
Yeah.
This is, do they accept me for who I am?
This is my culture, this is my tradition, this is my heritage, this is my family.
I feel like they're just now deciding that they do want to commit to each
Yeah.
other. Because I mean, it does take a minute.
It does.
So I feel like they still have a chance to work through things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't let your parents' beliefs dictate your whole life.
This whole topic's been about the family.
It's not about the love.
That should be the focus. Like, she's gonna have to choose him every time, forever.
And she's not.
You wouldn't put up with conflict if there wasn't something worth it at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think he loves her.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay, hold on.
You deserve to feel seen and heard and loved and safe.
Real_pancakey has just cheered 100 bits. Twerk baby.
And it feels like right now you don't feel all of those things, and you guys are young, and we want you to have time to like get out and potentially experience other people and other things to know, like, is this a one-time feeling with this one person? And if you consider a breakup and you guys break up and you're supposed to be together, you'll find your way back. And maybe things will be different then with the family or you, or your priorities will change. But as of right now, it feels like you should consider a breakup.
Instead of going away from it from a standpoint of right now things are not the way they should be, I'm going to end it, I see it as it's also our responsibility to educate and teach our parents. And I see your relationship as actually something very beautiful, because
Why does it sound
within
like she
9
about to
months,
cry?
you're facing conflict, and facing this conflict not only helps your guys' relationship, but it also, I think, would really benefit her relationship with her parents, because it's really important to have difficult conversations in order to progress forward.
Steven, can you just tell us right now how you are feeling?
I've gotten a reality check
I'm gonna twerk. Can you wait till the video's finished? Goddamn.
into what
I'm not
I
about to
need
twerk
do.
mid-vid. I'm already into it.
I'm leaning towards a decision, but I don't think that I'm super confident.
Let's see what he picks, chat.
I think asking her to really push and really try to meet them, because she has shown effort into wanting to be with me. So I don't think it's something that I could just cut off without even trying.
Uh-huh.
I talked to her and I told her that I needed to meet one or both of her parents soon, but she was nervous about it, and it's something that she wasn't really planning on doing soon. I actually did end up meeting her mom, and I talked to her mom for almost an hour, basically.
Did your girlfriend say anything to you after the conversation you had with her mom?
Yeah, she said that her mom liked me, but it's just she was still wary about the whole idea of any type of guy. Getting advice from these people really helped me. I needed the encouragement to be able to do something that I would have otherwise never had the courage to do, and I'm hopeful for the future.
Well, he... Good luck, buddy. Good luck. That's all I'll say. Good luck.